You guys are about to witness the greatest CT half ever played by an individual. We have Niko going 20-4 with 211 ADR and a 3.44 rating. I'm going to show you guys how he did it. Let's get into it. Stop what you're doing immediately because Skin Swap is giving you guys a free CS2 skin worth up to $150. Skin Swap is a trading site where you could also buy, trade, or even sell your skins for instant cash for methods including Venmo, PayPal, and crypto. All you gotta do is click that link at the top of the description or type code incompetent and start by getting your free skin today. Alright, so first off, you'll want to note that Niko is typically an outside player, so he's obviously going to be getting a ton of action in these games. Here's pistol round, he's already taken the first fight of the game, and he's going to spot out a lot of players. Now, Niko individually doesn't get a kill this round, but he's one of the best aimers in the world, and you guys are going to see that here. Also, you guys should know, going into the second half, his team is down 3 rounds. They just lost pistol, and he's 6-10. He doesn't go 20-4 in the game. He goes 20-4 on CT side. Now, something you're going to want to note as either a mini player or an outside player, or really just a CT side player on Nuke, is that you have to move around a lot. Obviously, they don't really have anybody outside here. It's second round. They don't really have a buy. You could see Niko here already rotated from mini. He's not even looking outside at all. They're completely giving it up. He's just sitting in vent. And if we fast forward a little bit, he'll already back all the way back down to the, I guess, just hallway at B towards double doors. And he'll hold this super hard angle to play, especially if you're a T with a Mac 10 and you're playing against one of the best aimers in the world. With the Deagle, it's just such a good spot to get kills. And obviously, this isn't necessarily anything crazy. Niko, as a CT player, is just giving himself really easy gunfights with that previous one where you could only see the guy's head. He's got a Mac 10. It's super hard to kill you. Instantly can run through the double doors and play back sight where he's got his teammate at ramp to back him up, and he just finds another kill at the door. You have to force the T's to come to you, especially in these anti-ecos where he's only got a Deagle and Mac 10s, and being such a good aimer, he doesn't even really have to move his crosshair. He could just find super easy kills, and since it's B side on Nuke, you could be so versatile, move around anywhere, and you're Niko, so you're just really good at shooting them. Now, next up, of course, they do win the anti-eco, and you're going to see Niko rotate really quickly over towards B. Now, he's going to be looking towards ramp as they've actually almost all of them have run towards window room, but being such a good aimer, Niko is just able to run at them and pretty much fine too. Now, this is a pretty interesting strat from Heroic to all run window. It's not really something you'd run into from a pug, but as a CT retaking B, you kind of do have to get those quick fights. You got to realize they're going to be in the wide open running out B, especially when you know they're going to be on a bad buy as well. If nothing's smoked, you got to be taking those fights and not allowing them to get in a good position on site, like above site, where it's much harder to retake. So next round, we've actually sort of got Niko playing a lot more towards outside. Now, this is an interesting setup from G2 because you guys could see they flat out just really haven't been playing anybody outside. Like, they haven't had anybody in garage. It's just been Niko towards mini, which is really interesting. Not another thing you'll see a lot in pugs, but he's kind of just farming ecos here. You could see, I believe he's already on like 7 kills in the half at least. And it just goes to show you don't need to go too crazy outside, especially if you're alone. You could let them walk up and kind of let your aim do everything for you. Even though this wasn't eco, it's you don't got to do anything too crazy every single round. Now, this next round is really the first round where you're going to see the T's throw actual outside smokes, and once again, you don't need to do anything crazy. I often see people, especially in pugs, trying to just force the gunfights outside. And even though there's 5 T's grouped towards hut right now, ready to explode A, or towards, I guess, just lobby rather, you don't need to force anything outside. You could just sit mini here, and you guys could see, when the mini smoke comes out, there's a ton of people running out hut. Rather than just sitting behind that mini smoke, not sure what to do, you can run out on the left side. And the only people you're really going to be exposed to are the people that are running like towards front side. So you can kind of isolate those 1v1 gunfights like Niko did here. He probably would have got 2 if he didn't have a globe. But if you run out on the left here, obviously you could see the people pathing like this where Monacy is right now can't really see you. And the guy that runs out here front site is kind of just a free kill because he's trying to take space and you're just going to be holding it as a CT. So be sure to run through the vent side. Especially if you have a guy at door already. It's pretty much just a 1v1 fight and could help your team retake the round or just, you know, not even let the T's get to sight properly. Here's another round from Niko. You could also note he's not really throwing too many nades outside. The round just started, he only dumped a flash deep, and this wasn't something he really did earlier on either. He is just a mini player, even though he's alone outside. He's not wasting all of his util, because he could put a lot of use of it, especially towards door, where you've got this many players coming out. Now, of course, he does have Hunter close door with him as well. Doesn't got to do anything crazy here, just spam the smoke. Obviously, the T's have to get down vent here. And, oh my god, he just... I don't know. It's just Niko things. I mean, Heroic kind of can't get anything going here. They just couldn't get down the vent. He doesn't even really need to use his nades there, and you don't need to do anything too crazy there either. Sure, you could dump an HE, a molly, but with the T's trying to get down vent, you could just spam and get free kills easily. Now, for once, we're actually going to see Niko in a completely different spot here. And he's going to be lining up a super cool nade and a flash combo. Now, this is something you could easily do in a pug with a teammate here. He's throwing some nades for Melbs. This nade, I'll show it from Melb's POV. This nade breaks the smoke that Melbs is sitting in, doesn't do any damage for him, and then the flash blinds the guy close. You're pretty much always going to have a T holding that smoke if you're smoking deep, at least one T, unless they're grouping ramp. And it's just a free kill if they're sitting in the default spot where they normally are. So, if you guys want to take notes from this pug and use that nade flash combo, it's just super good. And now, essentially, the T's don't have anything. They just lost ramp control. They're going to have to take at least 20 seconds to clear ramp now. Make sure the guy's not close or anything. They're just stuck in HUD. And note, Niko instantly did that, and he didn't stick ramp. There's no reason to have two people ramp. He could just run down B, and since I don't even know where the outside player is, it's actually Monacy, he could technically let them down secret once again, which is a theme you'll note this entire CT half. They pretty much just let them down secret, and you've got Niko all the way back here, pretty much just waiting for them to come. And he saved his nades as well, most importantly a molly, so if they try and run at him, he's got plenty of utility left to stall them off, or just play really good angles. Another cool thing in this retake that you're going to note is bomb goes down. Sure, it's a 3v2 for the CTs. The T's kind of need to force the issue and fight here. You could see Shush on site. But Niko is just sitting in the vent waiting for his teammates to do stuff. His Heaven teammate is making noise. You've got Monacy here that's going to come spam HUT for him. And he can flank. And sure, you're not going to have your teammates doing this for you all the time. But something you could realize is if you're a B player or rotating up from vent, well, there's not really B players on nuke, but if you're going up vent, you could wait for your Heaven teammates to make noise. You could wait for your mini teammate to make noise. You don't need to force the issue in vent. You could go on your own timing. And now, just to show you guys that Niko is not a perfect player and that this is not going to work every single round of the half, this is actually one round where he throws the outside smoke. I guess they're just kind of stall, make the T's think that he could be close, even though the T's are already walked up close mini extremely quickly. They're literally outside mini, two of them, at a minute 38 in the round. And this is where playing a mini player is really difficult if you don't have somebody in garage. Monacy is all the way back here. They're not really expecting them to go mini. They're kind of holding for a secret push, and it just doesn't come. I don't know. I guess they didn't want to throw the second smoke to cross here, but you've got no kills that have happened yet. I don't know why that's showing up in the kill feed, but you've kind of got Niko stuck here, and he's done this sort of every round. He doesn't even expect this player to really be this close. He checks it at the last second and isn't able to kill them. That's not really something you're going to run into in a pug, but I mean, it is difficult. You're typically going to have a garage player, so there won't be a player close to you like that. And now we're once again going to have another round where the CTs just let them down secret once again. Like, you can give up secret control as a CT, and as you can see here, Niko's just going to get his one free kill and completely run away. He's going to stall so much time from his team. He's got a really good angle here. His teammate Melbs is already at ramp killing them, and by just getting info that there's multiple people ramp, now he's able to do pretty much whatever he wants as they're looking towards his teammate. He can walk out, and he got 3 kills out of this just by getting one guy and running away, stalling for his team, and forcing the T's to come to him, and pretty much isolating 1v1 gunfights, because that's what it's going to be down secret. Oftentimes, you can be in a million different spots, so it's going to be one person typically clearing you, and Niko just does a perfect job of doing it. Get one kill, run away, force another 1v1. And here, we got a match point here for the CTs. It's another round where we actually don't see Niko in mini. He's sort of playing a lot more passively. This is kind of a spot where a lot of people would kind of freak out and just force the outside fight. He can clear all these smokes and get somebody aggressing mini, and it's pretty easy. Now, at this point, he probably knows they're either group lobby or they're already down secret, because they didn't really throw those smokes for no reason. He's going to spot it one more time, and there's no more reason to be outside. The T's got what they wanted out of it, most likely. He's going to molly in case it's a ramp split, but he most likely knows they're already going to be down B, or maybe he doesn't because he's still clearing outside. But I assume we'll see him rotate B here in a second. And yeah, especially with that ramp walkthrough, he already knows the down B. So kind of fortunate for him that they're sort of just running at him, and he's just able to clean up here. Almost, but it's pretty much a perfect CT half from Niko. And some themes you should, I guess, pay attention to is if you're playing outside, don't be afraid to rotate fast down vent. You don't need to force the fights outside. You can let them down secret. And once you're down secret, you can play in that hallway that Niko was playing at. By the double doors, find that headshot angle, get one, run the window, run the site, do whatever you can to stall time and for your ramp teammate and your rest of your teammates to rotate. Niko played this perfectly. Watch this if you want to know how to play Nuke. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.